Hi everyone, today we're talking about is eBay buy in 2019. Now the video that I actually make originally, there's been a few changes, so a lot of the information here is still correct, especially like the kind of fundamental side of it. But recently the stock has gone up quite a bit. I think it's gone up about 30% since I recommended this as a buy. And when I made this video originally, everything I say was correct, and I would recommend it as a buy. But since I recommended it as a buy, we've had Elliott go and invest 4% into the company of eBay. As well as that, we had a decent earnings report from eBay where they announced an extra buyback and also a dividend, which they weren't paying previously. And because of these two things, it's pretty much sent the stock up 30%. So right now, I wouldn't recommend the stock as a buy anymore, as when I made this video. I would say the stock now, eBay, would be, if I held the position in it, I would sell it for profit. And if you were going to get into the stock, I would say that there's potentially better stocks on the stock market where you'll get a better return now than what you would right now with eBay. But everything else, like I say guys, is correct in the video. Just kind of like the recommendation of being a buy right now has changed because of the movement it's had up, and I think it's pretty much near fair value right now, whereas previously I thought it was undervalued. So enjoy the video guys. I'll put you on to the original video now. Hi everyone, today I'm talking about is eBay a buy in 2019. Now this is one of the big stocks that's been under the radar because of companies like Etsy that have got a big massive return, and because of the growth side of it. It's also got one major player in its area, which is obviously Amazon. And Amazon's kind of took the limelight away from eBay, which was growing massively before Amazon kind of like shot up. And since Amazon has kind of shot up, you've seen eBay's revenues just shrink slightly overall. And people haven't really paid much attention to the stock. And it's had a bit of a rough time in 2018, as a lot of stocks did. And it's kind of presented itself now as eBay at a bit of a discount price where you can invest in and get a bit of a return. Maybe a little bit of a long-term hold, maybe a little bit of a swing play, but it certainly is a discounted price off its 52-week high. And today I'm going to look into eBay and see if it's a buy for 2019 at these prices that it's at right now. Now eBay's price is pretty much down because it's really struggled with 2018's earnings report. It's cut guidance, the revenue's going down compared to the last few years, and it used to be a 10% revenue company, now down to 5.6% revenue. So obviously that's shrinking quite a bit. But there's still quite a few upsides to this company overall. The main thing about eBay is that it takes commission when you sell things on its website. Now it takes about 10% cut overall. It used to be a little bit more because of PayPal, but it's parted ways from PayPal now, which says that it might drive traffic a little bit more and get a little bit more sales because it's parted with PayPal. They've started to get things in now like Apple Pay, and they've said that this might convert a lot more sales and this will push sales up because of having more methods of taking money for payments when you're buying for products. Personally, I'm not sure just getting Apple Pay will make a bit of a difference, but it certainly makes another option for people to pay overall and a little bit more convenient. But it's quite a diverse company that people don't realise, and even though I would say that a lot of people that live in America will say that, you know, eBay's kind of like being pushed back now because of Amazon. And it's not really growing that much. That's very true. It's actually probably more of a European company right now because European side of it, the company's still growing quite a bit overall. I think the marketplace sales were about 6% increase from last year for the US. Internationally, they actually grew by 62%. So it shows you how much internationally eBay is doing really well compared to the US side of it. So that's where you got to look at it from the point of view from. Its P is at 15, so that's really good for an e-commerce site. You know, when you compare it to P's of like Etsy and also Amazon, you know, when you look at Amazon's P and an e-commerce side of it, it's a really cheap P overall, forward P of 11. So it's a really good low P. Dividend it don't pay, but people have asked for like eBay to kind of look going forward on the dividend side of it. It's got a lot of free cash. Which is mostly put into share buyback programs, but maybe it'll look at a dividend. We don't know. I don't think it will do, but people say it should do. EPS side of it, 12.6%, so nice double-digit growth there. The revenue is 5.6%, so obviously that used to be 10%. That's gone down quite a bit right now. But, you know, not too bad a revenue. It's just when you look at other e-commerce sites and look at the revenue they're growing at, then it looks a little bit rubbish. But at the same time, you won't get the P that eBay has overall, so you've got to play them two against each other overall. eBay's quite diverse now. It's buying out a few companies, which is really good when a lot of companies do that. It has StubHub, which is pretty much a ticketing resale site. Even though this kind of only makes like 3% of the company's revenue, it's another diverse kind of side of the company. Office 52 week high, 31% Office 52 week high. So like I said, there's a little bit of a discount there. Really interesting kind of side of it, and this is where eBay say a lot of its revenue growth is going to come from, and this is kind of its like unique selling point. If you have, if a company says this is why I should invest into our stock, and that is paid ads were up 120% in Q3. Now, what it means by that and paid ads is that on like StubHub and another site that I'm going to talk about, Gumtree, that it has, it'll place adverts just on the website, so it sells the adverts there, just like how Google, Amazon, Google and Facebook would do. So it makes money from that side of it. And on eBay, you can pay extra to have the thing that you're selling like promoted a lot more, and they've kind of increased the prices a little bit on that side of it, and a lot more people are taking it up. And the ad rates in general have gone up, so that's where it makes quite a bit of money from there. From that side of it overall, like I say, forward PE of 11, and Gumtree is an advertising site where people just place ads and people go and buy them. They take no money from that, even though you can pay extra to have, like eBay, your advert promoted a little bit higher above everyone else's. And that's what I say about paid ads up 120% in Q3. This is where it's kind of all come from, and that is forecast to carry on going up through 2019. So overall, what do I think about this company? And we're going to buy this company. Personally, I'm just considering it. I'd like to get into Boeing and Microsoft before eBay, but when you look at the PE side of it, and the revenue isn't bad, and the EPS is good, and it's still growing quite a little bit, it screams out to me that it's at a bit of a discount. The only thing that I have is that I always go for the market leader, which eBay is not. So that's the big thing that's putting me off at the moment of getting into this company. So I'm going to consider it going forward, and if I do get into eBay, I'll post a video and the price I got in at. But like I say, Boeing and Microsoft are top of my list at the moment, and once I buy shares into them, I'll take it from there and see if I invest into eBay. But for quite a few of you, this might be a good opportunity. If you like getting a discounted stock, this might be one that you consider. Like I say, it just goes against one of my principal investing rules, and that's maybe why I don't get into it. But I'm considering it at the moment about buying shares into it. So that's the video for today, guys. Talk about eBay, buying the stock into 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a like, subscribe. Thanks for all the support recently. It's been amazing. So many new subscribers, so many likes, so many comments. It's been so good making videos. Really enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next video.